Hi guys, welcome back to EPSSG, and we have another unboxing for you guys today, and this is Atlantis Rising. So if you've seen my other unboxing videos for roll camera, so you've probably known that this is the last game that was in the mystery box. And yeah, this is Atlantis Rising, and it is by Elfcreek Games and designed by Galen Sisels. Again, I'm not too sure how to pronounce this, but yes. And together with Brand Tigman. So this is the second edition of Atlantis Rising, and it looks like a pretty old game according to the art. Again, I'm not too sure, but I'm just guessing. But yeah, this is interestingly a game for 1 to 7 players. Plays for ages 10 and up, and 60 to 120 minutes, so it's a pretty long game. And yeah, that's the size. Very nice. And yeah, Elfcreek Games do usually give or make games with very nice components. So this is how the game looks like, and it has a very nice star shape kind of, or asterisk shape kind of board, which you do fill up yourself. So yeah, that's interesting. And again, they should have very nice components, like they don't have like those kind of generic resource tokens. They actually do come and look like what it's supposed to represent. So yeah, let's get this open and see what's inside. Okay, so once again, this is Atlantis Rising, and let's take a look at what's inside. Okay, nothing much at the back. So yeah, again, this is actually a co-op game, so that's interesting to see a 7 players co-op game. So yeah, not something that I've always seen. And yeah, it's like a bit of rainbowing. I can't really see it in the video, but okay, first you are greeted with the rulebook, which is nice and colorful. So that's about no pages here, but that's always here. So it's about 15 pages, some credits and stuff. So you have all the components here. So you have all the different leader tokens, components, wooden components I suppose, and the automaton, the hologram, which is cool from what I saw in the video. We have some resources here, cards here, and this sort of modular or build your own player board kind of thing, and some mystic barriers and plastic stands, which I will probably not put because I don't think they have to be standing. And yeah, they have some tracks and player board. We have 10 player boards, which is good for variety, and the game setup. So that's how this will look like, and I think they only go in like one way. So but I think because it's in this shape and how the game works, so they do have to make it this way. That's cool. And yeah, very Egypt-like thing, which I think is what it's supposed to represent. So game rounds, the game actions that you can do. Here's some dice action there. So basically this is kind of like this feels very much to me like pandemic style kind of game, where things are advancing and progressively sort of closing in on you, sort of like a time bomb kind of mechanics. Not sure if that's the right way to call it, but basically like you can see the star shape here, right? So like this. So basically the edge of these sort of peninsulas, they will kind of get flooded from the edge onwards, so you kind of have less and less actions to do. If you get it flooded too much, then you kind of lose the game. So yeah, that's kind of the mechanics that I see with most co-ops. So yeah, I'm not too sure how this one will play out, but it looks pretty interesting. So you do have this thing here, which is a bit difficult to take out. Kind of have to dig your hands into this part. So otherwise, a flimsy lid here, nothing much. Yeah, so let's put it here. And here we have a double-sided board. So yeah, that's interesting. So again, very nice, very colorful, and not sure if you guys can see, but it's double-sided on all this. So this is all indented as far as the middle, so only this part is protruding. Not sure you can see if I tilt it this way. Yeah, so very cool. Again, very interesting use of components. And this is the back, which has this mystical portal thing here. Very nice art overall. And we have all these tiles here. So maybe let's take a look at this. So this is the track to determine how many cards you draw that will kind of like flood the peninsulas, I guess. So yeah, this is pretty thick for a non double layered board. So yeah, and it's flexing, but it's very thick and very stiff. So yeah, so you kind of progress through here like this way, and like your people goes here. Cool. And we also have all the different players, which is here. We have the priestess and some priestess and the priest. I guess the male and female version, and the things that they can do, which is the same. Yeah, and then some sort of round indicator. I mean, like sort of phases or actions that you can do per round, like a reminder. So you have a seafarer and an astronaut. So these are things you can spend and do these. There's an emissary and an astrologer. Yeah, so I guess they don't really do anything different from one another. Interesting. I thought they might like do things slightly different, but it looks like it's the same. That's interesting. So yeah. Oh, they do. They are different, like over here. So this is the part that's actually different. So yeah, that's the artificer. Very interesting. So when your leader is on a tile in a wild peninsula, the target number for that tile is reduced by 1. So that's for the explorer. And the champion, again, I'm not gonna read everything, but yeah, you can pause the video if you want to know what's going on. It's the mystic, very interesting. Yep. So these are the player board. Again, very nice insert, which I think do accommodate for sleeve, which is good. And we have some of these, which I'm not too sure what are they. Probably the resources. So these are the kind of look like salt. These are those irregular crystals that are white in color. Cool. Okay, so these are gold looking crystals. Yeah, but this looks like they might like come off, kind of like those in Terraforming Mars. So yeah. And they're actually the same shape, and these are your standees. They're actually the same shape, just a different color. And this one has a very nice, very interesting paint. Looks like a stone or ore. There's like a black spots on them. It's pretty cool. You don't have too many of them. This is like about 12 pieces. And we have all this here, also this thing. Let's take a look at it. Oh, so this is our very nice holographic person here. So that's very nice. It's clear, but it's like rainbow at the same time. Yeah, cool. So you just have like a special spot for it. And let's take a look at all this. So we have this, which is pretty hefty. Yeah, this doesn't feel like, they are definitely not wood, and they don't really exactly feel like metal as well. Yeah, maybe they are kind of like acrylic, like dyes material sort of, but they are slightly heavier as well. So again, not too sure what these are made up of. That's cool. I guess I need a ziplock to store this. That's nice. Okay, so these are all, so they are not in like ziplocks. Yeah, so let's just take this off carefully. So these are all the same. So they're kind of like your angel shape person. These are grey in color. So we have a few of them. And yeah, that doesn't have the big person. So this one do have it. So I guess they're all like different shape. And they have this person here as well. And this interesting because we have and the automaton there. So yeah, someone carrying a staff and someone that looks like a cat with long ears. And we also have this marker here and this automaton. So this is wooden. And we have these. So I think these, the grey ones here are supposed to be like the sort of citizen kind of workers, and these are like the player workers. So this one also has this marker. And we have a long guy, which is like the leader. It's nice that they're all shaped differently, other than like the colors. So that's cool. So yeah, basically the yellow one also has the cylinder, and they have a lot more players as well, or workers. So this, and we have the cylinder as well here. So yeah, the cylinder is here. So they do all have kind of different number of people, which is interesting. So this will have someone that looks like a robot, and this, cool, and this one. So you need to have like 4 workers for like some of the colors. Cool. And for this, it's cool. Someone with like a spear or shield, along with this. So some of them are the same shape, I realize. Especially I saw a few with the long ears, and we also have the cylinder here. So I guess if you do have the cylinder, it's probably like a player kind of thing. And then we have these like your, I think it's called chaos token, and it's like kind of bluish, but at a certain angle it has a rainbow or pearly kind of reflection. Yeah, so these are the very generic tokens here. Okay, so that's for these, which I'll put here, and all these I'll put this here. Okay, then we have this, which is, I suppose, is the things that you have to kind of build in this game. So yeah, these are like the costs here to build this, and you do flip it over, so it's like the essence multiplier, and then you kind of get this special action that you can do when you go there. So yeah, this is, yeah, so they're just telling you what is it behind. So we also have a D here. So yeah, all pretty cool. So all the different requirements. And I'll let you guys see the back side of it. So there's a lot of it, and I think each game you'll probably play, I think either 9 or 10. And this. And you can look at the back. So yeah. So okay, cool. So I believe there's one that you have to play with every game, but I'm not too sure which one is it. Well, the color side looks nicer. It's like this faded blueprint. Then you go on to the actual product. Cool. Yeah, so again, the cardboard is pretty okay. A little bendy, not squishy at all, but yeah. And here we have the we also have this, which to track the how many cards you're drawing per turn. So it's a nice thick token here. Yeah, so all these are shiny for some reason. Yeah, so these are like your chaos tokens, which I would pretty much just use it like this. Yeah, don't see any problem with this. And we have a very nice caddy here, cradle, to just store everything. So this is the dice, which is very chunky. Yep. So they are chunky and they are really sharp, so it doesn't allow for much rolling. Yep. Very unique colors as well, which I suppose is here. I'll just put it here. And then we have the cards here. And maybe let's take a look at these, which is not very easy to take out in order. Yeah, they'll pretty much just shuffle themselves. So these are the cards that these are the tiles. Again, they are all nice and thick. So this is the flooded side, and this is the normal side, which I have no idea. So they do go in just one way, and yeah. So yeah, like for example, this doesn't match because they are the different color, and maybe you can find one that matches. But this is the actions that you can do on these spots. And let's see, you can find it. Nope. Yeah. Okay, so this looks like it fits. So again, I have no idea whether this fits or not. So maybe there's some other way to tell. Yeah. But I thought that the artwork would kind of line up if it's flooded, so it makes for a nicer view. But I guess not. It's just like water all of a sudden. So yeah. Maybe let's try this one. So again, these are a little bit finicky in the sense that they do keep rubbing against each other, so kind of worry that, yeah, so this definitely doesn't fit. So you kind of worry that like they will get scuffed up over time. Yeah, so this is the first deck that I got. So that's here. Yeah. So again, not too much. Maybe it's this one. Let's try. Yeah, it looks like, yeah, it's this. Okay, so this fits now. And if you flip it over, then it's, yeah. Again, still, artwork doesn't really line up here, but okay. I mean, it's nicer if it line up, so, but yeah, if it doesn't, I guess it's fine. And then you kind of just stack everything on here. Yeah, I'm not gonna find the others now. Yeah, I don't think it's that easy to find. But yeah, so these are the other tiles with the different sort of ability that you can do. I think this fits here. Yep. So they should line up pretty well, at least for the non-flooded side. Yep. It's just nicer if everything, if like the artwork kind of blends into each other. Yeah, again, I'm not too sure how all these icons work, but yeah, that's how they look like now. There's here, and our last stack here. Okay, so these are like spots for the different workers to stand on and can kind of do this action here. So it's a worker placement, of course, and yeah, with the kind of pandemic style kind of thing. So this I'm not too sure what it is. Yeah, it's like a square tile here. Cool. And we have this power core. So yeah, I think this is the one that you have to build always for every game. So you must build last. Each counselor must use their leader to build, contribute at least one requirement. So one required resource of mystic energy. So this mystic energy. So these are metal and these are the crystal resources, which is very nice. You can see that mystic energy is shiny. So that's the build side, I guess. And that's cool. So this goes to the bottom. So again, very nice insert overall. This is the non-flooded side of the middle of the board, and this is the flooded side. If you flood this, then that's the end. So yeah, very nice circle here. And the rest just goes here like this, which is not the best way, but I guess that's what it is. Yeah, I think actually things are okay. So it's a bit tight. Yep. Okay, so here we've come to these cards. So let's maybe look at this. Yeah, so it's kind of like oh yeah, so it's pandemic style because like I said, that it's pandemic style because in pandemic you kind of have to open the country cards to know like which country is getting infected. It's actually also kind of like okay, so this is your smooth cards, and yeah, not very thick, but okay, still nice quality. So this looks a bit small, but okay. So yeah, it's kind of like the I think it's called Tiny Epic Wars or something. Tiny Epic I can't remember, but there's one that there's like 6 maps, then you kind of go around trying to defend, and then you flip open cards that tells you which area is getting attacked that round. So yeah, it's very similar concept here. So you kind of open these Misfortune cards and it will tell you like what is getting attacked. So it can be the cities, can be the forests, the hills, the mountains, and it's a nice subtle bigger font here behind it, like the mountains or the forges, and this is like nothing happens, which is good. So this is this, and they are the same size, so I can just take one of it to show you guys the sleeve test. So we have some more misfortunes here. So these are all your misfortunes, and this is the library, the controlled flood. So this floods one area, and this floods two tiles in any peninsulas, and Mystic Barriers do not prevent the flood. So you can actually put the Mystic Barrier, which are these things. You can put it at one of the peninsulas to prevent sort of one flood. Yeah. But if you get these, then they don't do anything. So we have others as well, which is cool. So it's not only just flooding, but you have like other sort of events, which is nice. So on Sabotage here. So it's like remove from the Cosmic Gate board one component that was built and it has to be built again. Wow, okay. Pretty cool actually. So again, it's your Misfortune cards. And then we have the library cards, which I have no idea what are they. It's like what? One leader in a wild peninsula may take its action 2 additional times this round. Again, very nice art for each of the different one. So I guess these are like helpful cards for you. Discard resource and take 2 resource from supply. Yeah, again, very nice art here. I like how it's like faded. Yeah, but I like this more. It's like faded, but then next, the flip side is like a very nice, colorful side of it. So these are still library cards, but these are artifacts. So you can wasp around when the tower floods. You may move all your Atlanteans there to the Mystic power source. Cool. And like how they like only highlight the items in color. That's very nice. Like a special thing. Cool. Another one. Yeah, that's all of the cards actually. So yeah, let's get on to the sleeve test and let you guys see how what size this uses. Okay, so for the sleeve test, it actually fits 2 sizes. So over here it's 56 by 87 millimeters. So this is actually a bit tight at the side, which is fine, and the top actually has not much left over. The normal like amount that it always does. But yeah, this is pretty snug at the tight. If you want a tight fit, you can go for this, but actually there's like way more than enough space or wiggle room there. So you could go for this, which is again 56 by 87 millimeters. But if you want the normal fit, it is a bit more spacious. You can actually go for this, which is 57.5 by 89 millimeters. So yeah, you can see it fits. There's way more room, way more breathing space at the side, but there's quite a bit of leftover at the top. So yeah, personally I might go with this because they just fit better at the top. And yeah, but again, even if you were to get this, no issues here with fitting the cards. So yeah, you can actually go for this one if you want more breathing room. But otherwise, the tight one is over here is the one that I would go for. But yeah, otherwise this is Atlantis Rising. Do let me know again, as always, how you think of this game, whether it's nice for you, or how long do you think it will stay in your shelf actually. So yeah, once again, thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, do subscribe down below and do give this video a like. Otherwise, this is Atlantis Rising and thanks for watching. Bye bye.